Now, if that didn't bring tears to your eyes, next we're going to have a reflection by Mr. Joel Wallace. But before he comes and say what he needs to say, if anybody in here ever worked in a coal mine, would you please stand? Or currently working in the coal mine. So I know a lot of y'all can relate to that safety speech that Mr. Foster gave. And hopefully one day we'll be coming to a retirement. Who phone is that? Act like you're in court, turn your phone off when you enter the building. Come mine. But a lot of you all who work in the coal mine can relate to that safety speech that Mr. Foster gave. And hopefully one day we'll be coming to a retirement celebration that someone puts on for you. Watching that speech, I've never seen that side of Michael. But it's humbling. You know, growing up, we used to call him Wolf. Mama used to say he's the craziest joker you ever want to see. We don't know what we're going to do with it. Mike can do anything, see anything. But to see who he has become is very humbling. One day we should want to be like that. Or mimic who Michael is trying to be and who he is. He's very passionate at what he does. He don't have to know you to help you. And he doesn't look for anything in return. It's not many people that does that. He spoke of Matthew. His son have Down syndrome. If you don't have a child with a special need, you don't know how hard it is to maintain, to stay strong, and to keep hope alive. It's an everyday battle. You don't know from one day to the next what you're up against. I'm going to relate to a story when my family went on a family reunion on a charter bus. And Matthew and Teddy, the whole family, Susan, they all went. Now I remember my brothers telling me they stopped at a restaurant. I think it was McDonald's, or they might even been in a store. And the reason I'm telling y'all this story is because this just shows how hard Michael and Susan had worked to make him as normal as possible. Without his physical features, you wouldn't even know that he had Down syndrome. And I'm speaking of this because I have a child that has special needs. So Matthew, he goes up to the order his food. And my brother Ronnie and Larry, they standing behind him. And Ronnie worked in that environment for some odd years. And he looked at Matthew and said, "Can I help you?" He said, no, I got it. He pulled out his credit card. After ordering his own food, he paid him. And my brothers called me Bubba. And Larry's like, Bubba? Matthew did it all by himself. He didn't need no help. And I'm telling you this story because that's the type of person that Michael and his family are. They don't have to know you to help you. They don't have to care about you to love you. They do it out of the goodness of their heart. And anytime you got someone involved in your life, whether it's a friend, a relative, a loved one that cares about you to help you and not look for anything in return, you got somebody good on your side. Family is hard to come by. Friends are hard to come by. Especially the ones that help you not to help themselves. We all got family members that ask for $1 and got 10 in the pocket. Always looking for something, but don't want to help you out. I know this is not part of what I was brought to do, but I'm the mic man. I do what I want to do. I like the name Mike Man because we here representing Mike. Not Michael, but Mike. So without further ado, I want to tell them that I love you personally, and I try to mimic my life out of what you and Susan have done with your family. Hopefully one day I'll retire, and Michael will be speaking at my retirement party.
All right, all right.
So now I'll let Mr. Joel Wallace Foster. He wrote his own name. We know him as Tommy. But he wrote it as Bishop, so tonight we're going to let him be Mr. Bishop Joel Wallace. And I'm going to put him on the clock because he can talk. 5 minutes max.
Yep, 5, you better.
Praise the Lord, everybody. I can so I can see what's going on. We just thank God, amen, for being here. Let's clap our hands, amen, for being here today. This afternoon. Amen. Wonderful, wonderful. I'm not going to be long, in a minute, because I see my cousin Gene out there. He's always been like a daddy to me. Man, so I got to, keep it right like this here. Well, one of the things I can say, coming from the north, my father, amen, was from Abernathy, Alabama, and like he said at the end, Foster. You might as well put Foster on me too, because during the summers I was here with Mike. Mike and I were so close in age that we weren't like cousins. We were like brothers. A lot of things he taught me back then. Of course, you don't have to go through that now, but he taught me how to position myself in the outdoor facility. He taught me how to do that. Amen. He taught me, because if we had a double-seater, we was doing real good. Amen. Thank you for that. Amen. I never lost that. Amen. Never lost that touch. I'd go home, back up north, and do the same thing. The same position. I learned how to eat out of any utensil that was available. So I learned to eat cornflakes in the morning time out of mixing bowls. Y'all don't understand that. Amen. We ate, he taught me how to be an entrepreneur. We started a business one night. He taught me how to be an entrepreneur. When Uncle Foster would come in with the special stuff and he'd be laid out sweating and sleep, me and Mike learned. Mike taught me how to slide in there and take the gallons and take a little bit out and mix it up with a little water. And that night we would go and have some half a pints that we would kind of say, oh, they taught me how to be an entrepreneur. Let's clap our hands. They taught me so much. Glory. Taught me how to hook up the plow. Jake was one of our favorite mules. He taught me how to hook Jake up to the wagon, and Mike and I would go out and get firewood. Come on, y'all. Y'all don't know about that. He taught me what real love was, how to get up responsibility, to get up before day, amen, and start a fire in the stove. Some of y'all know about it, some of y'all don't. He taught me how to start the fire so the girls would get up and put on a good breakfast that morning. Mike taught me a lot of things, and I'm proud of him, amen, because not like a cousin, he was like a brother. And I also want to say to my cousin Gene, that also retired, Gene took us, Mike and I, like we were his sons. And I remember one time he took us somewhere, we don't know, Mike knew, I don't know where we was at, but it was raining and storming. And Gene left us in the car. Thank God for Gene. Let's clap our hands, my cousin. I love that. So we thank God for everything Mike have done, and I want to say to you, you know I love you, you love me. We always have special love for all my family, their special love, and you're a great man. I was worried about him when he went off to the service because where he had to go, amen, but he came back unscathed. It was a little more different because of being over there dealing with them people, but he was still the Mike, amen, that I grew up with. And so I thank God for him. I thank God that the Lord have allowed him to go down underground for all those years and come back up and be the man that he is today. Let's clap our hands. Let's stand on our feet and give God praise for saving his life, having a wonderful family, a wonderful wife, and he's never changed. Come on, put your hands together for my big cousin, Michael Foster.
That's the quickest speech he ever gave. He was born talking. So we're gonna eat before Michael do the remarks, or? The what? Rate of love. Oh, okay. For your tickets, right? Yeah, let's do one door prize. Did everybody get a ticket?